So today we're going to be building a pedal board. Stay tuned. Yes, good people, welcome back to the Guitar Manifesto channel. Hope you're all doing well out there. On today's episode we're going to be building a new pedal board. So over the next few months I'm looking to do a lot of pedal reviews to keep us going through the autumn and the winter. Long-time viewers of the channel will know that I'm a big fan of Behringer pedals, so I've got a little selection of Behringer pedals that I want to play around with today. Now Behringer pedals are right up my street. They are budget pedals, you know I like budget gear, and they are basically clones of mostly Boss pedals and a few other famous pedals, but they are great value for money. Brand new, most Behringer pedals range around 20 to 25 pounds. Used, you can pick them up all over the place, Marketplace, eBay, you can pick them up for a tenner. So I've been picking up quite a few pedals recently to review again over the next coming months, and I've got a little selection of Behringer pedals, and I thought we've probably got enough to start a little pedal board going, and yeah, just something a little bit different to the normal pedal board I'd make. But let's have a look at what I got. So yeah, as you can see, I've got a good little selection of Behringer pedals. The guts of the pedal board, we've got my trusty old little metal pedal board that I bought locally of a guy called Georgie. I paid £10 for this, I think it's about December last year. I've got my Donna power supply. You can pick these up on Amazon for around 30 quid. I'll put a link to my Amazon affiliate store where you can buy these. They're great little power supplies. They do various different voltages, and you've got about 8 outputs, and yeah, it really is a trusty little power supply. First of all, I've got the Behringer Ultra Vibrato UV300. I did a review of this recently. Awesome little pedal. I love the sound of this, so while we got this knocking around, this pedal is going to go on for sure. I picked this up for a tenner with the box, and it already comes with some Velcro on the back, so that's good to go. We've got the Behringer Super Fuzz SF300. I've had this before, but I didn't do a review of it for some reason, and I keep getting asked a lot to review this. Every pedal you see here today, I will do a full dedicated review. Obviously not in today's video, but yeah, I look forward to reviewing that one. So next up, we got the compressor sustainer, the CS400. This is basically a clone of the Boss equivalent. I look forward to seeing what this one's like. But these two pedals, I paid 30 quid for these together off the same seller, off Facebook Marketplace, which I think is a good price. That one came with a box, but the Super Fuzz never, but they are minty fresh condition. Next up, we got the Ultra Distortion UD300. This is a discontinued model. I've covered this on the channel before. It is a great distortion pedal. It is a clone of the Boss Ds2. I did do a comparison video. I'll put a link in the description below, and to be honest, you couldn't even hear the difference between this and the Ds2. It is an awesome pedal. I picked this up on eBay for around £25. These are slowly starting to creep up in price, so £25 at the minute I think is a good price. There's not many of these show up eBay and places like that, but highly recommended pedal. So the next pedal is the UT300 Ultra Tremolo. Again, another one that I get asked to review quite a lot, and it's another clone of the Boss Tremolo pedal. This one I paid £14 for with the box off eBay, including shipping. So that's all the pedals that we're going to use today. I've got some Velcro ready to put on the back of the pedals. The Vibrato's already got it on there. I've got a load of patch cables to join them all together. The first job is put Velcro on the back of them, line them all up on the board, and then we'll wire it all together. So let's get started. So I've Velcroed all the back of the pedals. Next job is where we're going to put them in the signal chain. So first of all, we're going to go with the heavier stuff like the fuzz and distortion. So I reckon Super Fuzz we're going to have first, and then we'll go with the distortion pedal. And we're going to go about this: 3 at the front, 2 at the back, I reckon. So we can put that in the middle. Okay, and then I want the compressor last in the signal chain, so I'll stick that out the way up there. And then we're left with the vibrato and tremolo. Doesn't really matter where they go. I'll probably use the vibrato more than I would the tremolo, so I'll have that there for now. And then the tremolo at the back. Alright. So, patch cables. Right. The Velcro on that is barely touching where I want it to go. That'll be fine for now. We're always going to be moving this anyway. I reckon green for that one. So I'll start plugging these in as well while I'm there. Doo-doo. That's then plugged in. So I'm going to need to go that way. So I need a longer one to reach around. That should do the job there. Okay, so we've got them all hooked up. So next job, power supply. Power that up. There we go. Make sure they're all working. Yep, and we're all good there. They're all powering up. Now all in all, that's a cheap pedal board. Some different sounds of what we normally have. We've got no delay, we've got no reverb, that kind of thing, but I can do that with GarageBand. But I think that's a pretty cool little effects pedal. We've got some fuzz, we've got distortion, we've got vibrato, we've got tremolo, we've got a compressor. Now in terms of the signal chain, distortion, I like to go first, and then sort of your choruses, then delays, compressor tends to go last. Now with a compressor pedal, I don't particularly like using them with the heavier stuff, the distortion and the fuzz, because they're kind of compressed anyway. So I tend to use these more when you're playing the cleaner stuff to keep the sound nice and even. So if you're strumming heavy, strumming lightly, that evens it all out so you don't get any loud spikes. But I think that's a pretty cool setup. Now I'm just going to have a little play around with some settings. Again, this is just a knocked together board out of some Behringer pedals, just to give you an idea what these pedals sound like. I'll have a little play around, see what settings I like. There you go, that was my Behringer Pedal board, awesome pedals. If you're on a budget, these Behringer pedals, you can pick these up really cheap on places like eBay, Facebook Marketplace. Again, some of these I paid a tenner for. All in all, probably cost, what, about £80 for these pedals. You can always chop and change these whenever you want. If you want a tuner, if you want a delay, you know, they don't cost a lot of money at all. And if you're a guitarist on a real budget, these are definitely well recommended from the Guitar Manifesto. The only downside with Behringer pedals are made of plastic. It doesn't really bother me, but I know some people get a bit hung up on it. But for the price of the pedal, the quality you get, the sound of them, I think they're awesome. I will be reviewing each of these pedals individually, give them a full rundown, give them a full review. They are very cool. So that'll probably wrap up for today. If you enjoyed the video, please give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Also follow me on Instagram and Facebook, the Guitar Manifesto. Also check the description below for my Amazon and Reverb affiliate links. I've also got links to Guitar Manifesto merch and Patreon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Peace.